Welcome back to the House of Hopcast. Boy, we got us a special crew today. We've never done this. We've got us a triple threat on deck.
It's a three-way.
The House of Hop brings you the House of Hopcast. I am your host. I am Do-Hop. To my right, I've always got my trusty right-hand man. It's Jay the Key Evans. And joining us, oddly, out of nowhere, can't believe I'm actually allowing it. It's all right. We've got us Flash Carter.
Yeah!
I'm here for Jay.
Oh,
I'm here for this. This is amazing.
Here we go. There's a cheer for Flash because he's here at the House of Hop.
Yeah, put him over.
Yeah, I put him over. All right, so listen, guys.
Yo, Tommy Bogues, you're a piece of...
Please, I have a lot of.
I just had to vent that out.
Well, again, nobody knows who Tommy Bogues is, and I doubt he watches
That's the most
this.
accurate statement I've ever heard of all time. Nobody knows who Tommy Bogues is.
Apparently, Tommy Bogues is in a lot of hot water.
His many likes on there.
Deep shit.
Yeah, he is. He's like, check me out on that.
Tommy
Perry.
Bogues is always lurking.
Nobody heard that. Thank God.
I didn't hear it.
Thank God. Anyway, I'm gonna get a lot of
I
boos
didn't
for
hear what he
that.
said. I didn't hear what he said. We're gonna play this back, and I'm gonna figure out what you said there.
Don't play it back, Jay. All right, so here we are.
Obviously, I'm gonna play it back.
We are wild and we are out of control. We got Flash Carter with us right in here in the House of Hop. And you know what, Flash? I know that you absolutely love wrestling. Like, you can't stop watching it.
I just absorb like wherever I go as much as I can.
Yeah, we're burning in here. We're roasting him real bad here because he doesn't watch any. But I told him, I said, if you're coming to the House of Hop, we're talking wrestling. And we're going to laugh at you because you don't know nothing.
I saw Monday Night Raw with Bully Ray and Jay a couple weeks ago.
Last Monday.
Yeah,
at Bar A.
Yeah. Oh, you did. That's right. You saw him over there. Did he
Hey.
give you any good advice for in-ring ability?
Nah, he just called us a mark, basically.
No. Time out. He asked. This is the question he asked Bully Ray.
Right. I
He
can't
goes-
wait to hear it. Ready?
He goes, me and my friend, we're indie wrestlers. He's back there. We're becoming a tag team at a couple different promotions, and we're trying to come up with some cool, near finishes like falsies.
Right.
And he's looking. He's like, come up with your own shit.
Unbelievable. Just looks at him.
I was just like, no, the gist of the question was like, what's a cool tag spot you did that isn't the 3D that like we could do?
Right.
And he was just like, go get your own.
It's like, come up with your own shit.
Wild. You guys are out of control. All right, so listen.
That was like the most mild story you could have heard from us.
Yeah, I don't even want to ask how the Halloween night at Disneyland.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Whoa, the cursing out of control again with my editing. Jeez, I'm going to be up
Daylight
all
savings,
night.
we got an extra hour.
We did get an extra hour.
Well, that doesn't mean I want to spend it editing this. All right. All right.
This is views.
This right here, this is fun. I don't even know how to get into what I wanted to talk about, but
Yeah, I don't see your notepad.
right here, Jay.
Solid. Noggin.
Right here. I wrote it all down up top, and I practiced in my truck on my.
Oh my God! Please don't fail this time.
Flash. No. It's it wasn't the intro for the Clarity Diamond Do-Hop. All right, but you missed that fail. That was a big one on me, Flash.
Yeah.
You missed it.
What was that?
It was last week when I tried to
Last
intro
week's
myself.
podcast.
Oh my God, I failed
He was
so
like,
hard.
He's like, I practiced in the truck all day.
Right on my face. All right, so regardless, I wanted to talk about NXT and the Women's Championship because I tweeted about what I said in the tweet, right? And I got a lot of likes, which is, I didn't feel quite alone with that, right? I said unpopular opinion, and I put like this because I wasn't sure if I was an unpopular opinion or not. And I says, ever since they fired Mandy, all right, I don't know if I exactly worded it just like this, the Women's Championship has been a shit show.
That was the last, like, as someone who's just like a Twitter like watcher of wrestling, the last like person I remember seeing was the chick that went to Booker T's school. I think she had an afterman. Who is that?
Tiff Stratton?
Yeah, that's the one last one.
No,
I
don't think her.
No,
She's like the
somebody.
Barbie girl
It was
one.
somebody before
Well,
Tiff.
Well, Roxanne Perez is the one that took the belt from Mandy when they
that's
fired
her.
Mandy.
Because she was like Roxy, wasn't she on the
Something
Indies
like
or
that.
something? Yeah, she was the last one I remember seeing.
And in my opinion, she was only in the right place at the right time because they looked at their faces and they said, "Oh, I don't know that one," because you know what I'm saying.
I mean, Tiff deserved the strap though.
Well, no. Again, Roxanne Perez at first when they took it from Mandy.
Yeah.
Who
And-
isn't the guy? The guy Ilya is the champ, right?
Yeah.
That's on the men's side. We're talking about the women's championship.
I'm just trying to catch up.
Dragunov.
Captain ADD over here.
That's Flash Carter.
After that, it went from Roxanne Perez. It went to Tiff Stratton, and then to Becky. And then Becky had some hype on it, but then they
she
only
lost in like 40-some days or
I mean,
something.
this is gonna sound stupid. Becky Lynch was the NXT Women's champ.
Well, they brought her right. They brought her on Raw with it, and she was on NXT, and they brought a little hype to it, and then they gave it away to the current women's champion, which I can't even continue to remember her name. I just watched her cut that terrible promo on the show last night.
Who is she?
The crowd is actually chanting, "You deserve it," and she's talking over them. I'm like, this is your moment. The crowd's cheering for you, and you're ignoring
You gotta
them.
make that time, brother. They got commercials coming up.
Bullshit. If you're the champ, you're out there.
Whopper,
Absorb that.
whopper.
All right, they cut down somebody else's match, especially if the crowd's
What's her
chanting, "You
name?
deserve it." Valkyrie something?
Oh yeah.
I
Not
don't-
John Morrison's wife,
No,
right?
no. That's Taya Valkyrie. It's something's Valkyrie something. I don't know. I probably screwed it up, and I'll get hate for it. But that's my point. Is that it's been garbage since, and I don't know what they got to do to put some heat back on it. But I was never a huge Mandy fan, but to get the energy back on that title is what they need to do, because Mandy had a great energy on the belt.
And they have a lot of women's matches on NXT itself.
They like good like wrestlers though. The chicks that are on now.
Well, see, that's the problem. Like I feel like a lot of them are all
You got your good batch.
I
So much-
of, like Rhea Ripley and like when what was it, Shayna Baszler? And those were like,
No,
those
not
were
on
really
that level.
good.
There's a lot of potential here,
Yeah, they were
and
good.
in my opinion, the Tiff is the best
Put
thing they
the
got,
strap on Tiff Stratton.
and put it back on her. That's what they need.
Simple
to do.
as that.
But
Jay likes strap on.
I think
Whoa,
that
what?
yo,
Yeah, boo.
boo,
Fuck.
Flash, remarkable here.
This kid got some nerve.
I don't know. I was really
these
upset
false
about it,
statements.
and I kind of wanted to talk about it here, and I didn't know if, but I got a lot of likes on it, so maybe everybody agrees with me that it's been garbage, and they're not
I
with
mean,
it.
if you got a lot of likes, I guess you got a little popular opinion there. But yo,
What?
Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams.
When are they doing that?
It has
Is
to be
that
soon.
set up? I don't know. I'm pretty hyped for Survivor Series because we
He's
got
like,
one.
he's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
He's like, I don't even know who these guys are.
I mean, I've heard the names, but
Have you ever heard of Cody Rhodes? Yeah.
like you want to talk like Raw and SmackDown stuff. Like, yeah, I could probably like bullshit with that for a little bit.
All right. Well, here, let's talk this.
All right,
Maybe-
fine dude.
This is honestly really, really what I wanted to talk about.
Yes.
And the main thing is when I was on Twitter last night, scrolling through and dispelling my opinion. All right. And opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one, and most of the time they stink. That one's mine. I came across an article, and I did not read it because I did not want to hear what they had to say about it. I just wanted to talk about it with you guys. All right. And it said, whose title reign was better or is better? Because they're still both currently a champion. And then they had on this side this awesome picture of Seth Rollins. On this other side, this amazing picture of MJF. And I'm like,
That's a tough one.
Well, that's what I wanted to debate.
That's a good one.
And when
Wow.
I say when I ride around my truck and I don't want to say practice podcasting, but I did a lot of thinking about that on my own.
Let's hear your thoughts, Duha.
Well, I mean, we got to dive deep here. So
Let's do it. Dive
Well,
deep
Not too deep.
what,
We gotta hit that sweet spot.
with
Get
the perfect curvature.
we got to
Yes,
push tough.
yes, of course.
Where's the boo on this? All right, so number one, before I even talk about title reigns, I want to.
I was talking about when you said that 22-minute sweet spot. I was even meaning like a sexual joke. It took me like a couple seconds to process. 'Cause you were like before the show, you were like, oh, like 20-ish minutes, that's the sweet spot, you know?
Oh well, yeah, 22 minutes is about the sweet spot. That's about how. I mean, on average, sometimes it's longer. I don't know.
We play it by ear.
Yeah, we do.
If we go a little bit extra, we go a little bit extra.
It's always
You guys
better,
are pounding for 22 minutes.
and it's always better when you're eagle last. Woo! Oh my god, that light's in my eyes. I don't even have my glasses on. I can't even see much.
Tell me
All right,
something
fake.
dumb about MJF.
You're fake. All right. Let's talk.
Let's hear your
Let's
thoughts.
talk a real square circle match that we actually, in reality, you want to talk about title reign versus title reign. Let's actually talk about the reality of watching Rollins versus MJF because MJF only has like 50-something days left on his contract.
The bidding war in 2024.
2024.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Is that like, are we thinking that shoot? I feel like everything is work these days.
I'll tell you right now. I don't want to say knowing MJF. I worked with MJF. We've talked about that. I've wrestled MJF. MJF was on GTS numerous times.
Way to put yourself over. Cool.
I know for a fact that WWE was the only thing he ever had on his map. In my opinion, AEW is the stepping stone for it. And it gave him a great platform to show who he is.
Absolutely.
To sell himself to WWE because AEW was never a thing. It happened, and he happened upon it. He even said he had no business being on that all-in pay-per-view. That wasn't even AEW. It was just that huge house show that Cody and the Bucks and everybody put together. Yeah. He was the opening match, and he even said I had no right being there, but I called in some friends. I got this match, and that, like I said, that pushed him towards that AEW. AEW was never on his map to begin with. It was always WWE.
Well, yeah, and there was a controversial thing on Twitter I saw the other day with Mickey James.
I didn't see this, and fill me in.
Yeah, so it was anybody who has ever started professional wrestling, training, their goal is WWE. It's not it's not AEW. AEW was never around. So anybody's full of shit when they tell you, oh,
I don't want to be in WWE.
Yeah,
right.
Because
I don't
that's
want that
what we all watched.
Right, exactly. Right.
Which she's not wrong.
The goal was always WWE, right? Nobody I don't want to say nobody maybe on the other side of the world was NJPW is my goal, but WWE has always been it, and the leader in this organization. We can all thank Vince McMahon for it. People are going to boo me for that.
He's getting old, right?
So, like I said, MJF had always wanted to be there. That's what he wanted to do. So if he gets an offer, and like I said, even if it's, I don't want to say halfway decent offer, it's a launch pad for him to show who he is in WWE and then renegotiate when his contract's up there. So let's face it. The reality of actually watching Seth versus MJF could be within the next 5 years, in my opinion, or sooner.
Dude, wrestling's a work. They'll book anything against anyone if it gets money.
Well, I mean, that is money, but they're not going to put him in WWE and then shotgun book it.
No.
They're
going to... I don't know. I mean, they shotgunned him versus Cody Rhodes. That was literally the very first thing Cody Rhodes did.
Well, that was AEW.
At
and
WrestleMania.
Well, no, that was Cody's return. That wasn't a shotgun booking.
But that was his
it's a high profile match.
Back. Yeah. MJF comes back because I don't know, but here's the thing: because they were talking about.
Oh, you mean a surprise and he comes out and faces?
It doesn't have to be a surprise, but his first feud can be that because that'll have all the hype around it and people will want to see it.
I don't know if they'll throw him right at the championship though.
He won't be champion by the time he gets there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if they're going to throw him right
Priest, or it'll be someone else or some bullshit.
Well. The point is,
I say Priest cashes in at Survivor Series.
There's possibility that it could happen.
Punk
no,
CM Punk.
Would you even be a fan if CM Punk came back? Now that you brought that up, would you even be a fan?
Absolutely.
Why?
I was never crazy about CM Punk, but I don't mind him.
Dude, you never say never in the business.
I understand that, and for some reason, there's honestly more buzz around him.
Exactly.
Signing again.
I didn't care enough when he came to AEW to watch his matches there, but I'll probably watch some in WWE.
Well,
because here's a guy who bashed WWE relentlessly for years, and now for the chance for them to be possibly working again. I
think it's
pretty
more
cool.
The fact that Punk being in WWE is more interesting than Punk himself.
You two are too young.
That's a good analogy to put it.
The both of you are too young to realize that the WWE that exists now is not the WWE that CM Punk first off.
Very true, but it's
not Vince
McMahon.
It's not fully Vince McMahon run and whatever. It's terrible to say that it's a pile of money if you really think about them. All of a sudden, being fired from WWE, being fired from AEW, and then going back.
So how cool would it be if he came back and his gimmick was you sell out to the Saudis, you do this, you do that. He's a total heel against the company,
Wasn't that his life to begin with?
I mean, yeah, but update it now, you guys, you take advantage of
there's many
people.
ways you could go about it.
You fired my chicks for her OnlyFans.
I don't care what I'm just talking about him being there, period. He shows up. Are you pissed? Are you hype? What do you do?
Hype. I'm gonna mark the freak out.
I mean, I don't know. I got to be honest. Right now, I have a pit in my stomach that says I want to vomit.
We're gonna watch that together. You, and Sammy D.
What are you doing?
I thought I saw a bug.
There's bugs in the House of Hop.
Meanwhile, everybody that just watches your camera, watch it go wildly around. Remarkable.
Listen. They were looking at this camera the whole time, right? This
Guy-
is the best looking camera.
Listen.
Leave comments if you want Flash to come back, because right now he's completely wild. He's out of control. I can't keep.
He's buck wild.
I broke some of his Legos before we started taking.
Yeah.
Oh,
Flash Carter was relentless.
He walks in my house and goes, "You got any new Legos?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got this and this." Starts picking stuff up. Did anybody save that snap?
Can we
Did
show-
you have
can
any-
we show
I
them the
saved it.
Legos?
I
No.
saved it.
You don't touch any more Legos. You are banned
You didn't
from
build it
Lego.
right. Like I'm telling you, you didn't build it right. Like I'm sorry that
No.
that wouldn't be falling off like that if it was built right. I'm
It's
sorry to
built
tell you that.
perfect.
It's not.
I don't know nothing about Legos. These
Don't
two
touch
guys.
my Lego. He walks in, picks up the DeLorean, and the wheels falling off, and then he turns it upside down, and everything's falling out of it. I wanted to choke
Two
him.
pieces. It's a banana and a soda.
Jay couldn't even breathe
Oh, dude,
because
it
he was
funny.
laughing too hard.
And then it was another piece
That
that,
he-
fell off. Then he
Oh.
couldn't like figure out how to get it back in position.
Then I broke Boba Fett.
And then he broke Boba
Oh,
Fett.
right. Then he picked up my
whatever his name
Boba
is.
Fett Mac and broke that. What else did you break? Oh, then he drove me insane.
Hang
He's
on, I
like,
might be able to reach one right here. I got
don't,
one.
I swear to God, don't touch it. He played with the Indy Jet, drove my anxiety through the roof. Guys, don't invite Flash to your house.
I play with the Jurassic Park ones when you were in the garage.
Jay, you let this happen?
I didn't see a thing, man.
I rolled it in front of you.
This is
You
what I
did
get.
roll
This
it
is
in
what
front
I
of me.
get for like, yo. I think we can have 3 on the House of Hopcast. I
Dude,
think
I was
we
like,
can-
never again.
Right, never again. Right, I can't. Flash is like he's as bad as my cat.
No.
Yo, he is.
Your cat is like sensually rubbing my thigh. I don't appreciate it. I told you that.
I don't even remember what I was talking
Oh, he
about.
is the
I am
box.
way off base. We were talking about
We were talking about
wrestling,
something.
and then we're talking about CM Punk. Now we're talking about pussy.
Uh-oh.
Hey, yo.
Oh, hey, yo.
Yeah.
Talking about that new Lego Avenger tower we just saw. Ooh.
I need that.
5,100 pieces, dude.
Yo, anyone wants to send me the Lego Venator, hit up Duo.
I just watched my buddy Daniel build it out in
Jealous.
Holland.
Jealous.
Shout out to Daniel
Shout out
Holland.
you.
Shout out to
Daniel,
Dan.
check out my Lego.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, he does have a pretty sick collection.
Pretty sick.
You should actually
The
send me a
best.
clip when you get home. Send me a clip of all your Lego. He probably actually has one in his computer.
I have one. I have a good like 6-second one. It's just the whole room. You can see it.
It's wild.
Send me like a good maybe 15, 20-second clip.
Ooh.
HD, 60 frames per
HD.
second.
60
Show me.
FPS.
And I'll put it in here somewhere.
Sexy thumbnail.
Right. Of
Big
you
letters.
with all your Legos.
Exclamation points.
All right. It's just
Arrows.
you're just not allowed to touch my Legos anymore.
Shocked.
Yeah.
Shocked face.
Yeah.
What?
I'm just describing the thumbnail.
The thumbnail should have 3-way, or like in the title of the video, 3-way.
I meant about the Lego.
I think the thumbnail, maybe just the whole title is I'm gonna kill Flash. Flash is a dead man for touching my Legos. Or my Lego, because there's no S in Legos. Did you know that, Flash?
I actually.
Like it's Lego, and the
did not.
plural form of Lego
I'm
is
thinking
Lego.
about it though now, and I've never seen like Legos printed anywhere.
Right, because the Lego company will never print that because it's not a thing.
Yeah.
Right, like kids say, "Oh, I want to build Legos."
Like even when you
and
have
they
like
pluralize
a Toys R Us magazine, it would be like sale on all Lego product, not sale on all Legos.
Right, because there's no apostrophe S. You can't pluralize it like that. It's like a flock of geese is geese. Like there's not
It comes from like the Danish word for to build or something, I think,
or block,
or whatever.
something like that. But there's
They
no
have a video on YouTube.
right. There's no plural. It's like, hey man, check out my Lego, and it's a whole room of Lego. It's
I
not
say like, look at my Lego collection.
right. Yeah, like check out all this Lego I got.
Sick, yo.
Check out my Lego Star Wars collection, baby.
Pretty
Those are my two
impressive.
big red flags girls got to get past. I'm a pro wrestler and I have a really big Lego Star Wars collection.
I think of you every time I see that stupid reel about what's the biggest ick a guy can have, and that girl goes
Wrestling.
to like wrestling.
She goes, wrestling. What's the biggest ick? guys who like wrestling.
But I think of you every time when that poor girl was like, "Oh, he's a wrestler."
Shout out Joelle.
She was really cute, and she did.
Yeah, she was like, "What
Shout
did
out
I
Medusa.
get myself into?"
Yeah, no, I was a little like weird too. Like I had a lot of growing to do as a person at that point.
Don't blame yourself.
Yeah, don't blame
Yeah.
yourself.
You told her
Oh
you
my
were
God.
a wrestler. You showed her your wrestling friends, and she
I mean,
was like,
in her defense, Jungle Jim had a whole ass show in his garage.
to which I was never invited to.
Oh,
Shots fired!
Yeah, for
Oh, at Jungle Jim.
Yeah, well, that actually may have been the one that.
Grim was there, so you were probably
Yeah,
invited.
Grim was there. Tina was there.
I was never part of the plan.
Tanner Wilson
I
was there.
invited really, really late. Like, oh, there's a party at
He's
my house in
Tom-
an
yeah, he's
hour.
like Tommy Bogues right here. Like an invitation isn't good enough. It's got to be served on a golden platter.
Yep.
Mr. Duhop, please, will you please attend my cordial event?
I'm a father. I can't just leave my kid. I have to plan things.
So?
I can't just be invited
There were
an hour
kids there.
before.
There were kids there.
I'm not going to bring my kid to that event. You guys are insane.
Yeah, I was insane for bringing a chick there.
Either way.
She said, "See ya."
She did. She bounced. She rolled.
See ya.
And Flash was left. You said that, not me.
Cut that.
Jesus Christ. We didn't even get to talk to what I wanted to talk about. I guess it doesn't matter. We just sat here and had fun.
Yeah.
For real.
Guys, how about that Gunther though, right?
Out of nowhere, we're going to talk about
talking
Gunther.
about Gunther. You get it because he's like, I don't watch wrestling, but let me just bring up some wrestling.
Out of nowhere, let's talk about the greatest Intercontinental champion that's ever lived.
The Honky Tonk Man?
Oh, wow.
Wow, he knows who the Honky Tonk Man is.
He
Holy
definitely
shit!
has no idea. He's never watched a Honky Tonk Man
Santino
match in his
Marella?
lives. Santino Marella.
Those are the two
Do you know
greatest
the Honky Tonk Man song?
Listen, those are the two greatest Intercontinental champions for me. And then it's like Miz, Dolph Ziggler.
Oh yeah, Miz is definitely number one on my list.
Then maybe this big British boy or whatever.
You guys have never seen Shawn Michaels as Intercontinental champion. Razor
I have.
Ramon.
I
actually
watched.
watched. That was a pretty bad.
But you gotta
match,
think,
bro. There
all
was some
of-
high spots.
All of Miz's reigns have been pretty cool.
And to be honest with you, one of the greatest heels as Intercontinental
Exactly.
champion ever was Jeff Jarrett.
Oh
Yeah. Get right all over the Miz on that.
no, dude. Miz. All right, so like the Miz is our generation's Jeff Jarrett, if you will,
Well, I mean, if
because
that-
he's tied with Jericho for the most reigns.
I'll tell you one thing.
So he better get 10, so he could be all-time greatest Intercontinental champion of all time.
Watching Jeff
Yeah.
Jarrett and Razor Ramon feud was infuriating and amazing all at the same time.
What year was that?
What are you doing?
You ever get the chills?
Yeah.
You broke him.
I don't know. Every time I get into talking something, Flash does something and derails everything.
What year was
Like,
that
Drag
feud?
it up over here.
If I had to
Because I
guess,
want to go back and watch it.
if I want to guess, I'm going to say 93, 94-ish.
All right, so I'll find out.
Oh,
I'll go back and
off
watch it.
off the top of my head, it's got to be early 90s.
What was like the favorite match, or like the one that you can remember between the two?
Oh, dude, you're asking me that too much. I've been too eagle-assed, and I'm far too old to remember dates of those things.
I don't remember. Whenever anyone's like name a match, I'm just like Shawn Michaels, Undertaker. That's it, brother. That's it. Shawn
You want
Michaels.
storytelling?
You want to hear about a great TLC match that happened at Armageddon? Shawn Michaels. back in 1994, it was an over-the-top 4-man. Shawn Michaels.
This kid's off his rocker
Yo,
right
for
now.
real. I don't even think Flash was born when Undertaker threw Mankind off the steel cage.
No, I was
Nah.
not even close to being born. Like 6 more years, wasn't it?
Oh my God! Wow, is there a wow button on this? Holy, that's not it.
Bing bong.
Unbelievable! Wow, I remember
That's
actually
crazy.
watching it and begging for Mick Foley to
Apparently, my
stop killing
dad
himself.
and Uncle Eugene were watching it in my mom's bedroom in Bayonne. So
Uncle Eugene.
shout out Uncle Eugene.
Shout
Shout out
to
Uncle Scott.
Shout out Flash's mom's bedroom. Wow, nobody heard that either.
What?
Exactly.
Wow.
Oh my God. All right. I did you guys have fun? This was wild.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun.
I've-
Did you have fun not killing me?
I feel like we accomplished almost nothing.
No,
I don't-
stop.
And when I edit this back and be like, oh, right, that's what we want to talk about because I don't remember.
Well, You fucking said this. Yeah,
I-
I didn't see your notepad. You didn't write it in your notepad. You forgot.
I wrote nothing down.
You're stupid.
Never wore my glasses. I can't see
not
nothing.
that far past the sweet spot either. We're right in there.
I'm gonna
Yep.
get your sweet spot. Jesus Christ! All right, well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. This was wild.
Crazy.
I want to do it again, though. I want their comments. Should we do this again? Should we do a triple threat 3-way pile up? This is like a human centipede you never wanted
What
to
the-
see.
Yeah,
Like-
he sounded like the Christopher Walken impression there.
I remember seeing it all the time in one of the kitchens at a place I used to deliver to.
Oh yeah.
Like their walk-in door had this window on it, and it was a picture of Christopher Walken, like a vinyl thing you would put on your car.
yeah.
You know, and then underneath it said walk-in, so it was the Christopher Walken
Yeah. No, that's funny. That's funny.
because it
I
was a
haven't seen
walk-in
that.
refrigerator. Nobody gets our dumb humor. All right, I'm leaving. I'm getting out of here. I want all your comments.
See ya.
What did you think of this wild, out of control, we accomplished nothing podcast?
We didn't accomplish everything just yet.
What?
There's still one more thing we got to do.
Uh-oh.
Let me talk to you. With everybody saying, L.A. Night. Yeah.
There it is. Like the video. Leave some comments. If you haven't done it already, tell Flash to stay home. I love you, Flash.
Love you too.
That's the one I wanted.
For what?
The cheering.
That's the sound of when I walked into DJ's at 10 o'clock last whatever night.
Hey, made it great. It's great timing for having
Yeah.
a show.
You walked right into DJ's,
Right in there.
cheering,
Right in.
and all the
Yep.
girls were like, yes, he's here.
Yep.
Yo, real quick.
Especially Coco.
Shout out Coco. I'm in love.
Before we do,
my god.
before we do leave, on a serious note, if you're still tuned in and watching,
Uh-oh.
huge shout out and congratulations to being accepted to medical school, Flash Carter.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I know if you've watched this whole episode, you're like, there's no way this kid's going to be a doctor.
No, he for real, dude, for real. Right now, he's not going to be a doctor.
I'm so proud of him.
But yeah, he's gonna accepted into med school and for real. So congrats, Flash.
Thank you.
All right, now we're going.